objectives, one of my objectives is those ideas that you have, either 1 or 2 or 6 and the rest of it, how to implement them and turning them into businesses. That is one of my objectives. That is one of my objectives. But I want to say this. The most important thing for you is to start. You know, if you want to write it down, please write it down. The most important thing is for you to start. If you are considering all the, let's call it parameters, if you are considering all the parameters needed to start, you might not, because all you would see are challenges. Just start. Somebody is saying, is it possible to just start? Is there anyone that, you know, just starts and succeed? Absolutely. Because again, if you continue pondering on the circumstances that would make you succeed in your business, you wouldn't. So those ideas start, and you know, by the time we go into the presentation proper, you will see what are the you know, tools and the things that you need to do in order to start, and not just start, but to be successful. Because it's another thing to start, it's another thing to be successful. And you could even be successful to a stage in business and not know how to sustain the success in that business. And that is one of the reasons why most businesses, you know, let's say fail or crash or go into liquidation, you know, because they couldn't sustain, you know, the success that they have in the business. So the topic, you know, again, is how to start a startup or a small business. Thank you. So I've got a quote here from Shambo. I have always believed that women can do anything they set their hearts on. Is that true?
Yes.
You know, and I completely agree with that also. You know, obviously, you know, my woman, but you know, I'm married and I live with my wife every day, and it is absolutely true that whatsoever, you know, she sets her heart on, she achieves them. Whatsoever is it. She just go for it and she achieves them. And that's one of the reasons why, also by the grace of God, you know, I've also been able to succeed in some of the things that I've started. Because honestly, before I got married, you know, I had a level of success, you know, but they have been doubled. My level of success have been doubled after, you know, I got married. So that is the, that's one of the strengths, you know, that, you know, God has given to my wife that brought into the marriage, and that is very important. Yes, we're talking about business, but you know, we are human beings, and we are human beings of love, so we cannot leave our relationship and our society and our community, you know, out of business thought. So I just emphasize that you know, the most one of the important things for me, you know, and that's helped me, you know, to even succeed more is the fact that, you know, I'm married to a strong and beautiful empowered. So let's look at, you know, a statistic. You know, officially one in four in South Africa are unemployed. Officially, you know. So if you put 4 people together, one of them is unemployed. That is a challenge. Do we all agree? Yeah. It is a challenge. People lose their jobs every day, every week, or every month, you know. I always look at it. And not only that, people lose their jobs, The ones that are unemployed, they can't get jobs. And it's the reality of the country that we're living in, and not just the country, the continent. And not only the continent, the world. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Unemployment is a global challenge. Unemployment is a global challenge. But it's a good thing that we have, visionary sisters here and empowered that are going to change that. Yes. Are you going to change that? Yes. See, I mentioned earlier that number one thing that is very important is start. You are going to start. You must start. Yes. You don't have any other choice but to start. Yes. That idea that you have, you are going to start implementing them after this session, because it's one of the ways that we're going to measure the success of this particular session or this workshop. This is not one of those workshops that you go and you just listen and, at the end of it, you don't know what next to do. This is not one of those workshops. This workshop, at the end of it, you are going to know exactly what to do with that idea, how to register it, and how to, move forward with them. Okay, so that's the reality. And the solution to that challenge, the solution to the South African and African unemployment challenge is what? Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. That's the challenge. Please, next slide. Entrepreneurship. And why entrepreneurship? When there are no jobs. Hello? When there are no jobs, the single most effective economic solution, please go back. The simple most effective solution, to poverty is entrepreneurship. Because one of the things that unemployment leads to is poverty. When people can't work or they don't get job, then poverty becomes very evident in the society. So the solution to that is entrepreneurship. And who is an entrepreneur? Who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person that starts and operates a business or businesses and take greater risk. So I like the phrase greater risk so that you know that, you see, either you like it or not, because you want to challenge the challenges that we are facing as people, as a country, as a continent, and globally, you have to take greater risk. It's inevitable. Every entrepreneur, successful and the ones that are yet to be successful, are taking greater risk. And they are taking greater risk every day. And guess what? If you choose not to take risk, it's a risk. If you choose not to take a risk, it is a risk. And it is not just a risk for you or to you as an individual. It is to your to the member of your family, to your society or community, and so also it is for the nation and the continent at large. So tell the person to take greater risk.
Don't take greater risks.
Because that is the way we can reduce the level of poverty. That is the way we can reduce the level of unemployment. Imagine the next person sitting, the person sitting next to you is an entrepreneur. Imagine the person an entrepreneur, and imagine the person employs you. So let's say, I'm not sure about the number of, so let's say we are let's say we are 24 here now. It means that 12 of us are entrepreneurs, owners of businesses, and we have employed, the next person to us. And that has reduced the number of the 4 that don't have job by 1 or 2. It's very simple, but yet impactful. And why is it impactful? The reason why it is very impactful is because, it's just the reality of it. When you and I take greater risk, we will employ the next person that is unemployed. And that's the least of growth we can have. Because one entrepreneur is going to employ 2, another is going to employ 5, another is going to employ 10, another is going to employ employing, and you keep growing. Words are very powerful, we know that, and that's one of the reasons why I've said it, that after this workshop, you are going to start your business. And know, when you start, you are taking greater risk, and you are going to take it anyway, even when you don't take any risk. So why not? Why not take the risk and start employing people? So that's the solution. One third of working age adults are constrained from starting a business due to fear of failure. Does that speak to somebody? Yes. You are just afraid. I must leave my job. No, I can't leave this 10,000 already per month. What if I fail? What is my sister going to say? What is my mom going to say? What are my friends, what are they going to say? The fear of failure. That's the reason why most adults don't start. I got into this country in 2006, and all I wanted to do, even when I was in Nigeria, I just want to build businesses and sell them, and just be, impactful and help where I can, in our community and all of that. That's all I wanted to do. So I got into this country in 2006. God helped me. I got to meet someone that offered me a space to be working in their office with no salary. So what that means is that they gave me just a space to be working in a company, and work with them. Actually, as a matter of fact, work for them without no payment, and I took the risk of joining them, because what they promised me was that after some time I'll be part of the shareholders of the company, and that sounds very good, I mean, so to cut the long story short, that was how I started, and from collaborating with them, I get to start understanding how our entrepreneurship ecosystem work. Start to understand, about invoicing, the registering of businesses, the things that you need to put in place in order to, be successful and all of that. So I took the risk, and when I learned from them, at a point the partnership got dissolved, and I registered my own business. And ever since I've registered that business and I've taken that, you get used to it. Just get used to taking greater risk. So I took that risk, and from one business to another business, and to another business, and collaborations and all of that. So that's according to Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. So what do I need to start a business? What do you need? You need a vision. Everyone say vision. Vision. Say vision. Vision. You need a vision. You have to have a vision. Anyone, by show of hands, done or still have a vision map? Vision map, if you have ever done it before. Vision map is, you cut things from newspaper or magazine and all of that, and you paste it on the wall, either in your room, growing up, or all of that. Anyone? Only okay. So you have to have a vision. You have to have a vision. You have to envision where that idea that you have to envision how far you want to take it. That's my You know, like your social media distractions, you know, your TV distractions, your radio distractions, you know, things that are happening in the society and in the community that are very negative, you know, that come to our mind, or somebody, you know, somebody say, oh, sister, yeah, somebody just, you know, had an accident there, or, you know, they just bombed in Iraq, and, you know, all those things, you know, they are distractions. And that, whatever it is that is a distraction to individuals, you know, they cloud our mind to have a clear vision. You can pull out the white there. That's they cloud our mind from having clear vision. So you have to have a vision. Yes, you're going to start. Number one, you're going to start. You're going to take greater risk, but you have to have a vision. You know, how far you want to go. It is very important. And please go back, I just want to emphasize something. And the vision stage of starting a business is what we call ideation. Ideation. So you have an idea, like our sister that has got 6 ideas. You know, you have 6 ideas. You have ideas, right? That is ideation. And the idea gives you some element of what you want it to become. Do you want to share one of your ideas with us? Just one. Just one. Opening a language school. You know. So that's an idea. And it's a vision. And one of the impacts of that vision is that people that don't know how to speak English or French, you know, you are able to help them to do so. That's a business already. Because it's about people. So she already have an idea, and the vision, you know, or the impact of that vision is to help people to be able to learn 1 or 2 languages. And you know, when you are multilingual, it gives you advantage. You know, it gives you advantage. I'm trying to still learn Zulu. You know, but I know 1 or 2 things. I know Kujani, I know Sabonga. So that's a very good example. So the idea stage is very important. Is the formation of the idea. So you have to have that. Have vision for better life for humanity. Your vision should be about better life for humanity. It should be. It says by Bishop David in the book. It should be about better life for humanity. The reason why it should be about better life for suicide bombers have vision. And their vision is to destroy things. And they achieve that. I know that's not your own vision, but it is very important that we emphasize that it should be about better life for humanity. So, and you know, thank God for the kind of art that He has given to